Hey everybody, this is Sean. I hope you all are having a fantastic day today. Oh man, so I've kind of been reflecting on the past year and the future. So I recently turned 32 years old. That's right, 3, 2, the magical number 32. And man, it's been interesting. It's been really interesting. I just got back from a trip to Illinois, to Barrington, a suburb of Chicago, and to visit my grandfather and aunts and uncles, and my mom was also out there, so it was nice to see family that I literally have not seen in well over many decades since I was a little child. And it was great to catch up with my grandfather and being over there and actually spending time with close family and people that I love and have only been corresponding through, emails and letters and Christmas cards, birthday cards, and all that fun stuff. It's been nice to catch up and see them in person. And with that time, it's made me reflect on my own life and how I've been living. And I live kind of a solitary life. I'm a photographer, so it's not like I have a bunch of coworkers that I get invited to parties and do all this fun stuff and have this network of friends, and just been able to kind of look around me and see that a lot of people do have a nice network of friends that appreciate them, and I feel like I'm lacking that. Don't get me wrong, I do have plenty of wonderful friends, and I do appreciate it, and I'd much rather have a smaller, tight-knit group of friends. But man, oh man, I think for my future, I really do want to start getting back to connecting with people and meeting new people, especially women. I really want to. It's been a long time since I've had a girlfriend, so I think it's about time that I start looking for someone to share my life with, and I want to do a lot of traveling in 2017. My family, we hail from Ireland, so I think the top of my list of places that I want to visit in 2017 is Ireland, and I've been looking up flights, and you know what, it's really not that expensive to get over there, especially if you do some hunting and you don't mind maybe doing a layover here or there. But I want to find a travel partner. I'm tired of asking my friends and them, oh, it's too expensive, I can't get time off work. Well, fuck all that bullshit. I gotta find someone who's a free spirit like myself, who's has the opportunity to take a break from working and cut ties for a while and just go traveling. So that's what I want to do, everybody. Woo, look at this little mini intro, this little mini podcast, little solo adventure I just went down. So please, everybody, like, subscribe. Cabin Fever Podcast, we're out there. We're on YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher, all the different podcasting platforms. So please help a brother out, help myself out, help Matt Whitney out, and give us some love. And please stay tuned to the podcast and enjoy. Bye.
Cabin fever. Cabin fever.
And away we go.
Oh, exciting. It's weird not to look at, like, my screen.
Yeah, you usually got your computer set up,
Yeah.
and you got the bells and the whistles, the knobs.
Yeah, the knobs. Old school now.
Yeah. All right, so Cabin Fever, we're officially recording on something completely different than our previous setup. Basically, it's simplified. We have this Tascam recorder. We can easily plug in our mics, and then we're off to the races.
Wow.
And so far, it sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it does. Right in the old
Ooh.
headset. I know. I wish I had another extra jack
Oh, it's all good.
just to check it out, but I'll probably
There's a splitter too somewhere.
yeah, I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, I'll
check it
probably
out.
just keep it on for the first show just
That's
to make
fine.
sure everything is sounding good.
Yeah.
But this is exciting.
Well, we got a birthday in the house today.
Yeah.
It's December 8th. It's
Yep.
my co-host Sean
It's that
Evans'
magical day.
birthday.
Yeah,
Kicking it
man.
off.
32 years ago, my mom gave birth to me.
She did.
And I think I was a night baby. I'm pretty sure it was like around 9
Okay.
p.m. So what we're in tonight we're planning on going to the Soda Bar. We're going to see the lead singer of Bayside, Anthony. He's going to be playing a solo show. So it's going to be fun to see him like in a nice intimate
very.
setting like that. So I'm stoked about that. But yeah, so far my birthday's been pretty good. I haven't really done anything fun. I've just been kind of the same old, same old. I had 3 photo shoots, all 3 real estate shoots. They were pretty quick and easy. It'll give me something to work on while I'm flying to Chicago tomorrow.
There you go.
So yeah, I'm also going to be heading to Chicago, or Illinois, Barrington. It's a suburb of Chicago, and that's where my grandfather lives, and my aunt and uncles all live out there, and cousins, and my mom's out there right now too.
Cool.
So it'll be a nice get together because it's been forever since I've been out there. Literally since I was a little kid. I haven't been
Wow.
out to. I haven't traveled or been able to visit with my grandparents. Just writing letters and talking on the phone. So it'll be nice to actually see my grandfather. And unfortunately, my grandmother, she passed away earlier this year, and that's pretty sad. So I'm hoping I'll be able to go to pay my respects and all that stuff.
Right.
But yeah, it'll be nice to kind of get away. And I think it's snowing there right now, so
Oh,
it'll be a
even more.
complete change of pace from paradise here, and
Yeah.
get to go to a winter wonderland.
Right.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked.
That is cool.
Yeah.
So they're outside of the city, so you said you're gonna plan on making the trip into the city?
Yeah, I'll probably. The train station's pretty nearby, so I can just take the train right into Chicago, and I think it's about an hour ride. And I plan on bringing my camera, so hopefully, if all depends on the weather too.
Right.
And I might just get it going with my mom or something, or my mom and my uncle Tim will probably drive us into the city, maybe go see
Okay.
some museums or check out some restaurants, or I don't know, do something.
Go see a Bulls game.
Yeah.
Go see Wrigley Field.
Yeah, that
Just
would be
check it
cool.
out.
Yeah,
Post,
yeah, that would be badass.
Post
Yeah,
Cubs World Series. I'm sure
exactly.
it's all
Yeah, yeah, that'd be
fancy now.
badass.
Check out Lake Michigan.
Yep.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember a lot of fun summers when I would visit with my grandparents, going out to Lake Michigan. They used to have they call it a beach house, but it's right off the lake. It's pretty badass though. It was a good time.
People jump in Lake Michigan during the winter.
Oh,
some
yeah,
kind of,
yeah.
tradition or whatever where they do that. Go in the freezing cold water.
Yeah.
Might be frozen right now.
Would you ever do that?
I would do it.
Just to
If
say
there's
you've done it?
If it's a spirited gathering of people that are doing it and you're
Yeah.
part of it, then yeah, I wouldn't just go do it on my own.
Oh,
I feel like the adrenaline and the excitement of other people doing it would, and my overall curiosity would be the
oh
best. thing, 'cause
yeah,
I don't really,
for sure.
I don't like cold water, but I also
me neither.
don't mind it in a weird way.
Right, right.
It doesn't bother me.
Ooh, it would definitely get your blood pumping. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
It'd be a rush.
Woo-wee.
If other people are doing it and they're not dying,
Oh yeah.
then I would do it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you just jump in for it's probably just a few seconds, you'd think, maybe
Yeah.
like 20, 30 seconds, and then I think hypothermia sets in pretty quickly, but
Yeah,
it still
yeah.
would be awesome, I guess, just to do it. Do they actually cut like a hole in the ice, or
It
probably doesn't freeze over.
It does freeze over.
Oh, it
but
does?
The video I saw, no, wasn't frozen.
Okay.
When they did it.
It's probably
so.
just fucking frigid.
So my parents, when they were in their 20s, they lived in Michigan,
Okay.
near Lake Michigan, and my mom, I remember she said she has a picture of Lake Michigan frozen over, and they actually have a picture of waves that are frozen.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, kind of
That's
weird. you know?
badass. Yeah, I've seen photos of that.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what I always think of when I think of Lake Michigan. But
So crazy.
Yeah.
It would have to get so cold.
So fast.
So yeah.
where you could, I'm sure you could. I'm sure you can just, on some days you can just watch it freeze over.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's exciting too. Maybe even if it's snowing and whatnot. I mean, at least you'll
Yeah, it's
come
been a
back
long.
here and just be like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
there it is.
Yeah, and I'm just looking forward just to even just flying a plane, just do something different,
Yeah.
mix it up a little bit. Yeah.
So what time are you taking off tomorrow?
It's actually not too bad. At 1:40, plane takes
Very
off, so it's not
cool.
like I have to get up at 4 in the morning or anything crazy.
Yeah, that would be
So yeah, I
nice.
think it's about a 4-hour ride, and then yeah, arrive in O'Hare.
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 Nice.
Yeah, it should be
That's cool.
fun.
And how many days will you be on?
Just a week. Yep, from
Okay.
Friday to Friday, and I'll fly
a-
back Friday.
That's definitely a good chunk of time, enough
Yep.
to kind of take it in.
And then when I have my van, I'm planning on going out because I want to go out during spring or summertime at least,
Yeah.
and help. Since my grandpa, his wife passed away, my grandmother, so they're trying to plan on where he's going to go from here. You know,
Uh-huh.
it's a big house. My uncle is living there and helping him,
Oh, good.
get around because he has hip problems and things like that. But I think they're planning on transitioning him into an old folks home, unfortunately.
Right.
And then they're going to sell the house and everything. And so I'm going to see what I can do to help out. Maybe I'll, at least take the photos or something
Yeah.
eventually when it gets down to it. Because eventually they're going to have to, I'm sure, remodel a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They always have to do, because old people shit. It's that's
Yeah.
people want a modern, updated house.
A lot of stuff, I'm sure. Have they been in
Yeah,
that
they're
house
already
your whole
started
life?
going on. Oh yeah, they've.
Okay.
Yep, my mom grew up in that house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they've had that house forever. Yeah, they
What-
probably bought it for like 10 grand, and now it's worth, hopefully, in the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Oh,
now.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Talk about a return.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
It's
My
crazy.
uncle, my mom's childhood home up in Bellflower, a suburb, or in Orange County outside of Long Beach. My mom grew up in that house. Most of like me, my siblings, and my cousins all have lived there at one time or another.
Wow. Yeah.
And now my uncle owns it. My grandfather passed, I think, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was left to all the kids, and then my uncle bought it. Basically, like bought everyone out,
Right,
to kind
yeah.
of keep it in the family or whatever.
Well, that's
So
good.
it's
At least
cool.
it's still in the family. That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
And it's a tiny little house, in a suburb up there, but it's really cool to visit just because like the walls could talk kind of thing. Like,
Absolutely.
All of us have
Yeah,
have
a
had
lot
our
of
turn in
history.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Did you guys ever do the notches of your height, like as you got older?
Oh no.
Yeah.
But until my uncle moved in, like the house had almost like the all original carpeting and like wood paneling.
Oh,
Like my
wow.
grandpa was a bachelor for a long time,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he just didn't care about
Oh,
that.
right. Yeah.
So it had like a certain smell to it, not a bad smell, but a like familiar
Yeah.
smell. And then in the hallway, like I said, it was all cheap wood paneling or whatever. And he'd have pictures of all his kids and grandkids lining the hallway, but they were all on like different shaped makeshift frames and stuff.
Yeah,
Like, there was
yeah.
no order to it. It was just like really wacky and like. But as a kid, you're like, oh, this is cool. It's like a wall of fame or whatever.
Yeah, it
But-
is kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the family tree type of thing.
And he actually built a room onto the back of it that had a full bar.
Ooh, nice.
And like we grew up with the bar room in the
Yeah,
back. And
yeah.
Had pool table at one time, and
Oh,
it
badass.
was pretty neat.
Yeah.
You know.
So his house was basically a man cave, but the
Yeah.
entire house.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
And I had a detached garage, and him
That's the
and
way to do it.
my uncle worked on cars and things like that.
Nice.
So it was a fun place to visit for
Yeah.
sure. Growing up, wasn't that far away either.
Yeah. That's badass.
Mhm.
Badass, my friend.
Yeah.
So tonight, Matt brought one of my favorite beers, Sculpin.
Yes, it did.
So
Open
tonight,
Skull.
yep, and tonight I'm enjoying a pineapple Sculpin, and Matt's got one of the originals.
I got the OG.
Can't go wrong there. Mm.
Nope. Should have bought some or kept some from like before the great Sculpin buyout.
Oh, yeah.
Was that last year now? Or
Yep,
this year?
last year. Yeah, early, maybe early this year.
Because I'm wondering like how much the taste might
Yeah,
change.
you think the recipe changed? Yeah.
I don't think the recipe changed. I just know that Sculpin requires like a crazy amount of hops.
Oh yeah, that's why it's a little pricier. Yeah.
Yeah. And I always wonder like if they're going to distribute nationally, like are they going to be able to maintain that level of quality?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they would have to probably have a specific farm, but then of course things happen, rains
Exactly.
or
I know they have exclusive contracts too with hop farms.
yeah.
I learned that from their tour I went on last year. I should just call them one day.
Yeah.
Like, how's this gonna work?
Yeah. We should go. We should do the tour again, and I'm sure.
Oh, the tour's great too.
Yeah, I've never
Yeah.
been. I've never done their tour, and
world-
I'm sure we
yeah.
could ask that question, and maybe the tour guy would have the answer.
He was really cool. We did it at their world headquarters off Miramar Road here in
Yep.
San Diego, and the tour guide was great, young guy, like very passionate, obviously about beer, pretty buzzed, and we're all drinking too, and he gave us a very thorough tour, and our tour group was kind of small, so
Yeah.
like he did field a lot more questions, and then at the end, I asked him some more questions at the end. I forget what they were, but then he liked talking to us, and he bought us another round of beer, so
Hell yeah,
one in my book.
that's
so.
the way to do it.
Yeah, but definitely, let's do that when you get back.
Yeah.
Maybe as a joint birthday session.
Yeah,
Activity.
because your birthday is right around the corner as
Next
well.
Wednesday.
Yeah, man,
Because you're
it's crazy.
older than I am.
I know those days, right? Yeah, just think. I wonder what your mom was doing on December 8th, 1984. Was she like, just get out of me, little
She
baby?
was huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was already overdue by 3 weeks.
Really?
Yeah. I was doing.
You were like, I'm good. I'll stay in
it's
here.
warm.
I'll come out when I'm ready.
Keep that Taco Bell coming. It's fucking great.
And that's when Taco Bell was legit back in the day. Not the
What are you talking about?
not the shit we have now.
What are you talking about? Don't talk about the tip of my pyramid, my nutritional pyramid.
Yeah, right.
Disrespectful. You know what? I do love me some Del Taco though.
Mm.
Tacos are good.
Yeah, it's
Probably
not bad.
underrated. I feel.
Yeah, I would say definitely underrated. And when you're drunk,
Oh.
they're amazing.
Small,
5-star,
cheap.
Michelin star quality tacos right there. So damn good.
The Michelin of fast food tacos.
Yeah.
Del Taco.
Absolutely.
What do you get crunchy or you get soft?
I like them both.
like
I tend to go more towards the soft, but I like to mix it up.
I like soft Del Taco tacos. I like crunchy Taco Bell tacos.
I agree with that. Absolutely. I like the Supreme ones too. And the Supreme ones have the sour cream and the tomato and
I do not like.
Oh, you don't like those? Oh, okay.
Gross.
Interesting.
And when I get.
Are you not a sour cream fan?
No.
Oh, that's it.
I don't like sour cream.
I like me some sour cream.
And it's the worst thing ever when they give you the Supreme.
Oh.
And they're like,
and
"Oh."
you didn't ask for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you don't catch it until you're at home. And you're like,
Right,
scooping
and you're
that shit
opening
out.
it up. Ah.
Here's,
What is this white, disgusting shit in here?
yeah. Talk about first world problems. That is at the top.
Oh,
this
man.
food made under a minute is not to my specifications.
Sometimes I do sit there, I'm like, this is happening really fast. Like, I literally gave him my money, and then the food's already ready.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, this is just how it is.
Places like that, they really do pride themselves on the speed now. and it's
Absolutely.
dangerous.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let me take a breath. Let me put my wallet away. And,
Exactly,
waiting
yeah.
for the
I'm
next
like,
car already.
there's just too much going on.
Ugh.
So, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, did you finish watching Westworld?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
I was, it was a little bit of a lackluster finale for me, it seemed like.
Oh,
I
yeah?
don't know, it wasn't like some other shows or like some Game of Thrones, finales or Walking Dead finales where I'm just like, oh my god, I can't wait to see what happens, this is crazy. I think it's because the theories you were telling me about, it all just kind of all started clicking into place, and I'm just like, okay, yeah,
Yeah, there was
I see
a
where it's
lot
going,
left
this is
to
cool.
figure out, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm obviously definitely looking forward to the next season,
Right.
but
I don't know how I feel about a second season, and I almost feel like they weren't necessarily planning on one.
right, yeah,
And then maybe they kind of tweaked that last episode.
maybe.
I don't. I
Maybe.
liked it. I liked the episode though because obviously all spoilers here, but
Oh yeah, yeah,
Anthony Hopkins ended up fulfilling Arnold's wishes in a way by
Yes.
letting these things now evolve to their full potential.
Exactly.
Getting out of the way.
right.
Because they were trying and trying, and they kept doing it. And
Yeah.
he would just roll it back and keep control. And I feel like he did honor his friend in the way that he let them go.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
I did like that. I thought that was fitting.
I still think though he did, in a way, he still has the programming kind of the narrative that he still wants to play out now that he's gone. I still feel like his hand will still be playing out long into the future, even though, because it seemed like he almost programmed her in a way to, it was just all leading up to that one moment.
Right.
For it, that big speech he does, and then she just comes up right behind him, and
Right.
see, that's the part I didn't really like. I'm just like,
That
really?
He offed himself.
Oh, okay. I guess that's how it's gonna go. I think it's just because I enjoyed him as an actor and
Oh, I
his character in that show.
I see.
I just really like that.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Fantastic job. It was so unpredictable.
Yeah.
And so smart.
Yeah,
And did it so subtly. Played it so subtly. Like,
absolutely.
he would just kind of like look at the camera and he'd be like, "What the fuck is he thinking?" Like you really just didn't know. And he's
A lot
such
of layers.
Such an expert actor.
Oh,
too,
absolutely.
Just really took it and owned it. And I really can't imagine anyone else. Everyone in that show is really good. There was no disappointments. I even liked the I think his name is Lutz. He was the Asian technician that helps Maeve, and just how like in awe and almost in love with her he is by the end.
Absolutely.
And she's just got him like wrapped around his finger, and like by the end he doesn't even care. He's just
It's like, okay, I'm your little puppy dog. I'll do
Exactly.
whatever you tell me to do.
But he played that part really well. That ending or that whole last episode was very violent. I guess the whole show, there's a lot of violence in the show, but there is that in the back of your mind that they are robots.
Right.
And it's kind of like, it's not that bad.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess depending on who you are.
Yeah.
But when there was like the real violence in the end, there was a few times where like, oh my god. I was like, oh my god. Like this is like so intense right now.
Yeah.
And then there was that whole miniature scene of them going through the other Westworld. Did you notice that? And it had a different emblem.
Yep.
And it was like, what is that? Not medieval, but it's
Samurai times.
right.
Yeah.
Oh god, there's a word for it. Feudal, I think.
Oh
it's Japan.
yes,
Feudal
yeah,
Japan.
feudal Japan. Yeah, exactly.
And then he was just, what is that? And he's like, it'd be take too
No,
much
don't
in the
worry
plane.
about
And
it.
then,
Don't worry about it.
my girlfriend was telling me that that's just a parallel Westworld of a completely different origin.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
And in the movie, I guess they
it's
allude
like
to
there's
that.
one half is Western, and then the other half is like feudal Japan, and they're doing samurai battles and all
Right.
kinds of crazy stuff.
or China or something.
Oh yeah,
I think it was
China, yeah.
Chinese that they were speaking in the lobby or whatever. So
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah, so
It was pretty cool.
Next season could be. I'm sure they're going to incorporate that side of the Westworld,
Right.
of the Asian influence, and then keep going along the Westworld, the Western narrative.
It'll be interesting because a lot of this show was so much about the philosophy of free will.
Yes.
And the different extensions and things like that, and a lot of like forward-thinking things that simulation, is like a topic that's out there, and they did manage to incorporate all those elements. So I hope there is that kind of, it is still kind of tackling bigger issues or some kind of theme, and it's not just this. Oh, the robots are free, and this becomes like an action show.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
yeah.
I feel like that would just dilute it a little bit. But
Yeah.
I always think about True Detective, the second season, how they just took something so great.
Yeah, I think I don't know what happened with the True Detective. Maybe they just got ahead of themselves and
I think so, yeah.
they just like, okay, here's another story. Let's go. Let's get another crop of actors. I think if they had different actors maybe playing some of those roles, I like Vince Vaughn, but I don't know if he necessarily would have been best for that like almost gangster type of role that he was playing.
There was just too many characters.
That's true. There were a lot of
first-
people to keep track of.
yeah, the
They
first
kept
one
it
is
very
great.
basic with McConaughey and Harrelson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, McConaughey was kind of the wild card.
Yep.
And then Woody Harrelson was more the straight guy. And, so, I mean, it was interesting to watch their whole dynamic, but when you try to spread it out between all these different characters, like, you can't develop them all.
Yeah.
So, I didn't even finish it, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you finish it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, was
Once
it-
you get in there, you had to.
Was it worth finishing?
Nah, I don't think.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, if you don't feel like you needed to finish it, then why bother?
I was too
I mean,
critical.
it's interesting. Like I saw where they were going. I kind of, and how many episodes did you get in? How
I
many
probably
do you
watched
think you have
half of
left?
them.
Okay, just half.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get time, if you're feeling sick or something, throw it on in the background and see if you can catch up. Why
yeah.
not?
Yeah, it's there.
It's kind of a bummer because I think they could do a third season if they toned it back down and kind of recaptured what the first season was, but maybe not. Maybe it's kind of like with movies where they have an awesome first movie, the sequel, it's a lot of people are going to be watching it and then figure out like, oh, that's kind of dog shit.
Right.
And then hopefully sometimes the third one kind of comes up and like we got to make up for that second one that we kind of like just threw together just to make some money type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the redemption. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, yeah.
I don't know. It's just that first season was so goddamn good.
Yeah.
It's just because it was McConaughey, really. I think he's so good in it.
Yeah.
So good. And Woody Harrelson. You don't really think of him being like a great actor, but he really is good.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he is really good.
Yeah.
It's hard to think of a bad movie with him in it.
Right.
He does kind of lose himself in the role.
In that role,
he was like an empathetic character and stuff, even though like he was kind of like this dirtbag
Cheating
guy,
yeah.
but then you saw what they were dealing with every day, and you're just like, wow, this was like just the result. Kind of, it could be the result of like the stress of what they're experiencing.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
Whereas like Matthew McConaughey just kind of embraced it really as like part of his whole like life philosophy and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
All right, so what I was going to bring up, so your birthday's right around the corner, so what, do you have any goals or plans? Do you have any, like, I don't know, do you have any just weird thoughts about being 32? Because to me, 32, like, I don't mind being 32, but I just feel like I wish I was a little further along with what I want to do in life type of thing, but... it's all perspective and all that stuff. But let me get your feeling.
I feel like you're putting your just like your nose to the ground, really, and
yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah, I know. You need the outside perspective though. But
yeah,
I don't know. You're moving forward on these goals, and it's just one step at a time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. I've just haven't really thought about it till like this past 2 weeks, but I just thinking about my health and stuff, kind of, and like I'm in pretty decent shape because my job is very physical and stuff, and like I had a physical done like a couple months ago, and it was like really, really good.
Do they do everything, blood work, all that stuff?
Blood work, basically, and resting heart, hair,
all that good
pulse
stuff, yeah,
and shit like that, and they said I was like in the top tier for my
nice.
age
So
or
Taco Bell wasn't knocking your cholesterol
No,
level
it's
up or
not.
anything. Nice.
That's the thing, like. So I want to maintain what I got going physically and start working out again.
Yeah.
So like I went to the gym yesterday. I felt good to like get back in there. And then I really got to just watch now my diet. Because it's a shit diet. And
right.
It's what they call a trucker's diet. Like we're driving around.
Oh, yeah.
We're burning a lot of calories through because I'm unloading stuff. But then you find yourself just starving, so you just eat whatever you come across. So I ate like shit on the road. So, yeah, that's a big goal of mine is really to kind of curb my diet. And I've been looking at that ketogenic diet.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff looks so good.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely doable.
Yeah, it's not like a typical bland diet. It looks really good. Like the recipes I was looking at.
You just have to really stick to it. Really stick to it and cut out those sugars, cut out the carbs, and I think you're pretty much good to go.
Yeah, the sugar...
And staying active.
Yeah. Sodas is my biggest crutch.
Right.
Always has been. So, other than that, I hadn't really thought about like the whole number or anything, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem to have any significance to me.
Yeah.
I'd like to find, I've got a good job right now with Costco, but I'd still like to find my little niche area within it. I feel like that's still on the horizon a little bit.
Yep.
I think I'd be a lot more satisfied. Even this job's been great, but I can see that the level of complacency is really easy to fall into.
Right, yeah.
It's pretty simple once you learn how to drive the truck and learn your routes, and I can see how people have gotten stuck in that department. Even the supervisors can't seem to get out.
Right.
Because you're kind of like a one-trick pony as far as Costco's concerned.
Yeah.
And luckily my background with them is a lot bigger than that, and
Right.
I still feel like there's more things to learn within the company, so I kind of want to try to do that.
Yeah, I think at any age you should always be challenging yourself, always trying to strive to, even if you're 50 years old, there's always a new hobby, a new
Exactly.
experience. There's always something that will expand your way of thinking and your mind and in your body, just anything and everything. So I think everyone should try to just strive to just keep even if just nudging forward.
Yeah.
If you feel like you're a little static, go online, do a little stumbling,
Yeah.
just see what you can find that might intrigue you. Go on YouTube and just start searching random stuff. Or if you've always fantasized about buying a boat, look at some boats or just start researching people that are living like this, living on boats or working on boats, or if you're into race cars or things like that. There's always stuff that I think it's all kind of in the back of our mind, but we get caught up doing our day to day. We got our jobs, we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to go to the store, we got to do the laundry. There's all these other little factors to kind of deal with before you can allow yourself to relax enough to get to a point where you can go out and do your thing. But I think if you just put all that stuff aside, say, hey, okay, Saturday, I'm going to do all this little pointless bullshit, but right now I'm going to start searching for a new goal. Search
Yeah.
for something different.
Yeah.
Revitalize it. And then I think working out too, like that's definitely something in my future. Plus when I move into the van, I want to get a probably 24 Hour Fitness or Planet Fitness, one of these places. And then I will have no excuse to not go get a nice workout, get a shower afterwards, or go to the steam room or something and just do my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I signed up also for a intro to digital photography class.
Really nice.
Mesa.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be taking that.
Dude, that's
Starting in
badass.
January.
And when you take classes like that, because they'll throw different random assignments at you, like stuff you wouldn't even thought about, like working with like your shutter speeds and then your depth perception and all these different things, and it'll get you out walking around and
That's what I'm
wanting.
looking forward to.
Exactly.
Because I do that now when I'm driving around,
Yeah.
and I'm like, God, I used to, on my days off, I had so much free time.
Yeah.
During the week, I could have been just out exploring like a new neighborhood.
Yep.
This and like I'm already like getting in that mindset of just wanting to like explore or whatever.
Yeah,
Not really have a
exactly.
destination, and just kind
Yeah.
of like see what I come across. So that's what I'm literally looking forward to.
I'm sure, especially now that you're driving, you just come across all these different neighborhoods and different parts of San Diego that they've always been there,
Yeah,
but you've had
absolutely.
no reason to drive in that area before until
Even
now.
today, I drove to Cowles Mountain, which I'd been a number of times.
Right.
But, like, the way I took getting there was so backwards.
Right.
Like through like some canyons and hillsides and stuff.
Yeah, you're probably like, oh shit, this is Cowles Mountain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't know this road connected to here.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Just like,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope so. I hope it's kind of gives me that. I really kind of like, it's watching like my friends as photographers and stuff, and actually do it as a business and like something that they love. I'm like, I really need something creative to grasp onto, and I really feel like that could be something.
Oh, absolutely. I think anybody, and look, I always think of photography and a camera, it's basically an instrument or it's a tool, however you want to think about it. And the more you learn about your instrument and the more you learn about your tool, the more you can do with it. And then it becomes easier and it becomes fun and it becomes, you want to challenge yourself to try different things with that tool, with that instrument. I can't play a guitar. I wish I could, but I can take pretty good photo depending
Right.
in different situations or whatever my client's looking for. I can pretty much deliver what they're looking for. So it just takes practice. It just takes fortitude and just a little passion behind it.
Right.
And I think that's great. And then I would love to help you out too. And you might even help me, like get me more motivated. Like I'll come along with you if you have like
that'd be awesome.
a fun assignment you need to do for your class. I'm like, I'll come with you. Let's see what we can do together. It would be awesome.
I follow some photographers on Instagram where I can tell, I mean, obviously they're traveling the world and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
But you can tell, like, they've gotten these sunrise pictures, that are just beautiful. And then I'm thinking, I'm like, wow, you can see the dedication behind the picture. You're hiking out into
Yep.
God knows where, you're camping out, and then you're getting up before the sun and finding your angle,
Getting
and
in
then
position,
getting
yep.
everything ready, and then boom, when those moments happen, you're just like click, 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 click.
Yeah.
And I can already feel that behind these pictures, and I'm like, I could do that. Like,
yeah.
and be pumped about it, or it's been a while, but like I love hiking and camping out in the desert and stuff, and I'm just like, wow, there was like a wealth of opportunity out there to just kind of like really paint the desert the way I see it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So
Absolutely.
but yeah, that'd be obviously I'm sure I'll be coming to you for like a lot of like, does this look good?
Yeah, right. And to me, like when you do go on shoots like that, it's like Christmas morning once you get all your photos back on your computer and you just start clicking through and you're like, damn, that looks pretty good. I can work with this. This is badass. And with photography, I mean, you can take hundreds and hundreds of photos of similar subject, and it's just that the lighting is just right, or the focus you got is just correct. It just takes that one photo out of maybe like 50 or 60 photos or something.
Right.
Just that one or two pics that you're just like, damn, that's badass.
Yeah.
So like
exciting.
I always like to go to the beach areas. And I really like doing kite surfing or surfing. Just like I love the action that they do in there. And so I'll whenever I get a chance, if I'm usually doing like a photo shoot nearby the beach area. If I got time, I'll go near the coast area and I'll just hang out at the cliffs, especially if they're doing the kite surfing, and I'll just hang out there for maybe an hour and just take maybe 100 extra photos than I normally would have that day. But that's something I enjoy doing. I'm not going to make money by taking any of these pictures, but I enjoy doing it, and it's fun, and it's exciting to like get back at the computer and check out, see what you got.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's badass. I'm glad you're getting into that, because
Yeah.
that'll especially now that I'm going to have this van, I keep bringing it up, but it'll I think it'll motivate both of us to want to get out there, get out to the desert, because the desert is just so beautiful. Especially at sunset and at sunrise, you can capture some really amazing pictures out there.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful place, and it's kind of people don't think like, let's go to the desert.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let's go where there's
Unless
no
you're, like,
water.
Unless you're like riding.
Yeah, exactly.
That's big down
Yeah,
in
and
San
you're not
Diego,
out
but-
there taking pictures. You're just out there to rah.
Yeah. No. Especially getting older too. It's It's like coming into like a hobby like that. I feel like would just allow me to go, kind of drop everything and have something to do. Also, a good excuse, I guess.
Exactly.
To like plan a trip with your friends or
Right,
whatever.
yeah, because they always have like meteor showers or special events that are going on, and the best place to be out is out in the desert.
We talked about, God, this was probably a long time ago now, but or you were talking about this idea of,
Star trails.
was that it? Yeah.
Oh no, well, explain it.
No, being out at night,
Yeah.
like leaving your shutter open.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Did
So
you want to do like a calendar or something? Or was
I
that
thought
something-
about doing that,
Yeah.
but that was a couple years ago. I don't think people really do calendars anymore, but I could do something like that where, Star Trail. So if you go online, just Google Star Trail, and you'll kind of see what we're talking about. It's just long exposure, or you can take multiple photos and you just kind of stitch it all together in Photoshop, and it just, the movement of the stars are, along the, depending on where your camera's set up in the night sky, you can just watch the star trails as they move throughout the night. It's pretty cool. It's really badass. Definitely recommend checking out. Like some people just set it straight up and you can just see the whole spiral of all the stars going around. It's
That's
pretty
cool.
cool. But yeah, something like that's a little bit more challenging. That's something that I've yet to really master or accomplish. I've done a bunch of night photography, but there's always different facets of photography that you want to expand as a photographer. You want to learn these little tricks of the trade, and
Right.
and then you can maybe mash it up and do something completely creative and different.
Another thing would be cool is another full moon hike. We
Oh,
did that a long time ago.
absolutely. Yeah, man. Just since we met up with Chaz and Chelsea when we were playing disc golf, and Chelsea came, and it was just reminding me of like how much I enjoy hiking, because they're hiking enthusiasts. They're out and about. They did the Pacific Crest Trail. Check back on a bunch of our old podcasts from back in the day. we were kind of following their journey as they were traveling along the PCT, the Pacific Crest Trail, and yeah, they're just badass hikers, and just being around them just makes me want to like get out there and hike. And Brando too, like he's always out there hiking and having a good time. So I'm like, shit, I've got time. Like there are days where I kind of like give myself a break. I just end up fucking in here, you know. I'm like, I just need a break from traffic and cars and people.
Yeah.
And I get the introvert, you know. I gotta recoup, but I'm like, I can still go on a hike and enjoy myself and not
Especially
be like
during the
claustrophobic.
week.
Exactly. Especially now, right now, it's not tour season in San Diego. You can get a parking spot at the beach right fucking now, easily, anywhere. You drive downtown. It's easy to get parking, but during the summer and those like peak months when people are just visiting, it just sucks to go to the beach. But now it's perfect.
Yeah, when I was at Cowles Mountain today, I mean, there was still like a good. I mean, that's a popular one, but
that's a
it
good
was
local.
Perfect weather, sunny. Cold and crisp.
Yeah, that's what
breeze.
you want.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yep.
I was like, man.
Well, let's make that a goal. We're going to be 32. I'm 32 officially today.
Yeah.
We're getting there. I've been thinking myself as 32. Like a month leading up to my birthday, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to be 32. Wait, I'm 31, right? Yeah, I'm 31. Yeah, I'm gonna be 32. That's crazy. Yeah.
The next big one's 40, so it's just like
right.
Kind of all feels the same.
Yeah. Well, 35. You're like halfway there.
Shut up.
Right.
I don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right.
But no, 40. Yeah, 40 is a big one. But I'm like, I think about like all these guys that we're listening to on podcasts right now. They're all in their 40s. You know, Joe Rogan. I think Joe Rogan just turned 50 or something. Yeah. But you know, I look up to these guys in their 40s. I feel like they kind of got their shit together. They're willing to talk about all their past misdealings, that you know where they faltered in life, and you know how and what they're doing now to kind of succeed and kind of get ahead in life. So I don't think 40's that bad.
No.
30's not bad. 35 is not bad. 32 isn't bad. I mean, I'm just enjoying. Right now, I've decided I'm going to start just really enjoying life, keep my shit together, and just keep moving forward and just keep enjoying life. And I don't know if you saw my post on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw.
That was cool.
All right, so yeah, yesterday I was doing a photo shoot at this place called Tat Grill. So if you're out there. I met up with this female photographer. She was there photographing the same type of food for Grubhub, and I was there for Amazon restaurants. And then so we just got to kind of chatting. She's pretty cute. I'm going to say she's probably 25, 26, somewhere in that range. I don't know. I'm completely guessing. I have no idea. Yeah. But yeah, she was very cute and kind of hitting it off, sort of. And she was telling me about this meetup about it kind of involved like drinking beer and photography and stuff like that. And then so I actually went on Misconnections. Have you ever gone on to that?
On Craigslist.
It's the first time I'd ever done it. Obviously didn't get a response. I wasn't expecting a response or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I did write something on there just to see where we had.
Or anything?
No, I completely look when I'm in work mode. Like I'm usually just like very focused, and I was shooting food at the time when we were kind of just like talking back and forth, and she was heading out the door as I was just kind of getting started.
I see.
So it's kind of like a quick thing, but it was long enough to where I'm like, yeah, that shit's pretty cool, and you know what? I do need to get out there. I do want to do more stuff. And as a photographer, sometimes, like, especially me, I'm just in the zone. It's not like I've got coworkers where I can like, hey, let's get together after work and have a good old time or make friends. You know, I'm just like, I'm going to one place to another, to the next one, to the next place. So I'm not there like really creating good relationships. And she just told me about a meetup group, and I know there's a bunch of meetup groups that have to do with photography and different stuff like that. But it would be fun to do something that's a little bit more like social. Yeah. Like, let's have some drinks. Maybe after you have a couple of beers, you walk around with your camera around the neighborhood and take some photos. Or I really have no idea what it's really about. But Sarah McAllister, she's a photographer, and she told me about this thing. It's called, I think it's Click and Drink or Drink and Click. Mm-hmm. And it's got a whole website thing. So I'm going to try that, the next group, the next time they meet up, and she told me it was in North Park that the couple of times, the kind of the thing she was talking about. Because I looked on the meetup thing, so I'm not sure if it was a meetup group or one of these other groups that they've got going on. So I'm gonna track it down. I'm gonna find this girl again. Hopefully.
Oh, exciting!
Yeah. So
So this one is in North Park.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, that's my. I love that hood, so I'm down for that.
When is it?
She said it was every 2 weeks or every other week or something like that.
Okay.
So I'm not sure where it's at right now, but I'm just gonna keep checking on the meetup groups and this drink and click website, and then eventually I'll make my way down, and hopefully she'll be there.
Yeah.
And then it might be the new Mrs. Evans.
Oh my! A couple photographers.
Oh, jumping ahead.
Who's gonna photograph your one?
Well, we were all talking about the whole the wedding thing, right, with Rachel.
Yeah.
Last time it was off, not on the podcast, obviously. But we were talking about how, especially me, I've photographed quite a few weddings now, and just the whole ceremony of it just seems so outdated or fake or just weird to me. Like it never sat well with me, and it's almost like made me not want to photograph weddings, even though I can make money doing it. It's just like it's just such a weird thing. Like I don't enjoy doing it anymore. The wedding photography, that type of thing. It just seems so weird. So it's like, and I remember Rachel just talking about how just go get it done at the courthouse. Maybe take a couple of pictures there, and then get friends and family together to have a party. The reception is the fun part.
Yeah.
It's the whole weird ceremony part where you get your groomsmen and your bridesmaids together. It's just all that shit. Like, it's cool. Yeah, you want your friends to be there. You want a best man, all that bullshit, blah, blah, blah. But I'd rather just have everyone there. Just like, let's all get together. Let's not have a weird ceremony about it. Let's just have a good time, have some craft beer, some kegs, maybe have someone there mixing drinks, a bartender or something, and some good food.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Some good music and food and drinks.
Yeah.
And a big party.
Exactly.
I went to a wedding over the weekend.
In a barn.
In a barn.
I don't know. Why not?
Why not? Yeah, exactly. I was at the Pine Hills Lodge, which was pretty much a barn.
Yeah.
The ceremony was.
Yeah.
But they took my friend who got married. She loves beer and she loves Ballast Point. So they got a bunch of Ballast Point pint glasses.
Perfect.
And they had Fathom on keg. And so they were the Fathom glasses.
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
had, their initials printed on the other
Yep.
side for you to take home. I was like,
That's
this is
perfect.
awesome. Yeah.
Perfect.
And the Fathom went down so good.
Oh,
Nice
I bet
and
it
smooth.
did. Fathom's a lager, right? Or is
It's
that
an Imperial Lager.
Imperial Lager? Yeah, that's good
IPL.
stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you people, you need to try Ballast Point. Any of their brews are good. Any
yeah,
of
they've got
them.
a really nice variety
And
now.
yeah, they got a
Something for
good
everyone.
catalog going now. Yeah. Yeah,
You like the Dorado?
I do.
It is heavy.
But you got to be careful
Yeah.
with the Dorado.
I
'cause
like
think
it too,
it's,
but
what is it, 12%?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy. The double IPA, the Dorado. And they got a watermelon Dorado as well, which is pretty tasty. Just got to be careful with it.
these sculpins will get you in trouble too.
Oh, yeah, these sculpts. What are they, 7% or something like that? 8%?
7 or 8. I don't have my glasses.
Getting so
I don't
old.
have my glasses
Oy vey.
on. I hate it. I really can't. Oh no, it's 7%.
Okay, cool. That's a good percentage right
Time
there.
for bed. Where's the sun? Yeah, they brew a nice prune beer.
Sculpin prune
Move
sculpin.
move right through ya. It is funny now to like. I was talking to my friend. He just turned 31 like last week. And we were
Yeah.
talking about hangovers. How bad they've done.
Oh, they suck.
And
now.
how much we like enjoy the session IPAs now.
Me too. I'm like, I'll take a lower alcohol volume, but I still
Yeah.
want to taste a good beer, A
Yeah,
nice
IPAs
session.
they're dangerous.
Oh yeah.
Get you
Oh
drunk.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's those the hangover, the headache.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I know. I get to sleep in a little bit tomorrow, so I'm fine.
Yeah, buddy.
Fine. So, how you feel? Good? Got anything else for the?
Oh, let's
Okay.
see.
Any
Yeah, I think
recommendation?
Oh yeah, damn! I didn't even think about the old recommendations. Let me think.
Um,
Oh, okay. So, if you got HBO Now or HBO Go, I've just got into watching The Sopranos. It's the first time I've ever watched The Sopranos. Obviously, it's a very iconic show. It's one of the like really original HBO shows that just took off, and it's really kind of just watching the show. I can really tell a lot of shows have based their structure and their creativity kind of off of what Sopranos have brought to the table. But even watching The Sopranos, it's a little like it's a little campy. Like I don't know. Maybe it's because it's older, and then people have made fun of it so much that it's weird now. Because it was like back in like '99 when it first started,
wow.
So now it's
That's pretty
2016 now.
Yeah.
But it holds up great. James Gandolfini, such a great actor. Like really, he is Tony Soprano. He is that. And it's just so much more than just like the mafioso type of thing. There's a lot of family element. He's got kids. He's got a crazy ass mom. Just all kinds of craziness. He's got a therapist that is kind of like the main crux of the show. That's kind of how you're introduced to Tony. So yeah, I definitely recommend The Sopranos. I know it's kind of like let me recommend a show from like 12 years ago, but
Hey,
I think it ended probably like 12 or so years ago. But yeah, check it out if you get a chance. Just start binge watching it. I've just kind of been putting it on kind of like towards the end of the night when I'm just kind of done working and editing photos, and I'll just watch a couple episodes and get into it. I have been having weird dreams though, like really like weird like Guido Italiano dreams.
It's getting in there.
Yeah, it's getting into my psyche. But yeah, so that's a Shut Evans recommendation.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have a recommendation. It's hip hop act Run the Jewels.
Run them, fuck the slow-mo.
Fashion slave, you protested to get in a fucking lookbook. Everything I scribbles like the anarchist cookbook.
I mentioned them before, but they have a third album coming out next month that they are giving away for free.
Wow, why are they doing that? Like
I
crazy?
think because they just want people to have the music. They're
Yeah.
very excited, but they're selling
They
it.
know
They're
they're gonna make most of their money with people coming to live shows. That's
Yeah,
where
they
the
have a
real.
full
That's when
tour.
the artist makes a lot of money.
Exactly.
All those album sales goes to the producers and the mixer and everybody else.
Speaking of,
unfortunately,
vinyl sales have topped digital sales.
are you
for the
fucking kidding me?
first time
Really?
this year.
Wow.
Yeah, more people
Wow.
are spending money on
That's
physical
fascinating.
music than digitally.
And the fact that it's the record.
Yeah.
It's the vinyl record. It's not. We had these things called CDs
Yeah.
at one point, which is basically a small little vinyl record, little piece of shit plastic thing.
Yeah, no,
So
it's cool.
fascinating that that's
Yeah,
wow.
well, it's quality too. They're coming out with all these studies that say that just the quality.
The music, right? It's
So much better.
different. Yeah, it's because they compress music digitally,
Yes.
and it distorts it just slightly, just enough though to make it not quite right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're coming out with their third album. I recommend the first
Third
two.
one. Wow.
Yeah,
they're-
I
wow.
recommend the first two. Like they've shown a lot of progression between albums, and they released one song off the newest one. It's called Legend Has It, and it is like far and away like the best stuff they've done.
Have you seen them once?
Yeah, I've seen
once
them
live?
once, and I have tickets to see them again in January as well.
Oh,
at
nice.
North Park.
At the observatory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go check out that song. Like I've just been listening on repeat for like 4 days straight. My girlfriend can't stand it.
And I recommend disc golf for everybody.
Disc
Matt
golf.
got me kind of addicted to it. Not addicted, but enough to want to do it on a weekly basis would be great. That would be fun. And it's
Yeah.
just fun to get together with your buddies and just throw around some discs and drink a session IPA or enjoy a bull.
Before
bull,
sunset.
and enjoy a Prop 64 bull.
Supper. Yeah. Prop 64 bull. I know. I wish I could do it. Down.
One day, Matt. One day. It's in your cards, my friend. The future.
My body's lacking cannabinoids.
And it's
telling me.
built for it. Your
It's-
brain is
exactly.
built for cannabinoids,
My
man.
girlfriend had smoked a little bit of weed hours earlier before I got home.
Yeah.
When I got home, there was candles lit and everything, and I walked in and
Was she just eating like
no,
pancakes?
she was fine, but I could smell it in the air. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so in tune to it, and I smelled just a little bit, and my body's just like.
Oh yeah.
Get
Oh,
it.
even when I come home sometimes and like come into the Oh wow, it is potent in
Yeah.
here. Gotta smoke. It smells so good. Dude, sometimes like I'll be editing photos and I'll set the pipe down and I'll be like da 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 da. Oh. Hello. I forgot you were there. Let me finish you.
Have you forgotten it so quickly?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. That puts
All
you
right.
in the zone then, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Especially editing photos. Yeah, definitely. I smoke little bowls, like little baby bowls. Like I don't smoke bong loads like I used to way back in the day. Like I can't do that. I
can't
anymore.
imagine doing-
I cannot do that. Even if I'm watching a movie or TV, it's like I still want to know what the fuck's going on. You know, I want to be able to pay attention and remember it.
Yeah.
Because there's so many times I'll watch like a show, I'm like, have I watched this before? And I'll start watching it, and I'm like, oh yeah, now it's coming back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
I remember the weather.
Yes.
All the details of the day come back. Yeah.
All right, everybody, you can find Cabin Fever Podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, all your podcasting platforms. We're out there for you to listen to. So please like, subscribe, thumbs up, star us, all those different avenues of giving us some love. And leaving comments definitely helps us out because, I think that helps spread the word. It gets us out there. And then, of course, we're on YouTube, Facebook. Hit us up on there. And you can find me at Sean Evans Photo on Instagram and Twitter. That's SEANEVANS and please follow me on Instagram. That's really where I want people to follow me. I enjoy posting my photos on there, and the other apps and like Facebook and shit, I don't care about that. But Instagram, if you could follow me on there, I'd greatly appreciate it. I love photography, and that's where I like sharing my photos and my creativity. So follow me on there, please.
Yes.
Oh, Matt
Do it.
Whitney?
And I'm at Pac-Man. PhD.
Yeah, buddy.
All right.
All right, friends.
Happy birthday, Sean.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And a preemptive happy birthday to you, because I won't be able to see you, man.
Thank you.
I'll give you a call, though.
I'm gonna call in.
Yeah,
Fingers
definitely.
crossed, I'm Chicago.
And hopefully, we can do a phone cast or some sort. It'd be great.
Yes, sir.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Ah.